What's going on, man? How is everybody? Today is the day. Today is the day that we discuss the sexual side effects of being on antidepressants, SSRIs to be exact. Um, Before we get any further into that, a quick disclaimer: I am not a medical professional. All I am doing is giving you my personal experiences. You may share the same experiences that I'm going through. You may have less severe experiences I'm going through, or you may have more severe experiences than I'm going through. If you are in any doubt whatsoever with what you're going through while you're on an antidepressant, please speak to your medical professional, your family physician, your psychiatrist, or if need be, go to your local hospital. With that being said, let's face the facts. A lot of us as men read the side effects and see that one of the main side effects of taking these types of medications for our mental health has something to do with our penis and if we are able or unable to perform in the bed. Don't judge my bed. I just pulled clothes out of the washing machine and the dryer. Got to put them away. All right. So they typically say that men who are on antidepressants, 60 to 65% of them experience some sort of sexual side effect to this medication. The side effects can be anywhere from slight to major, determining you yourself. What you determine is slight or major. I'm gonna go over just a couple of the possible side effects. Let's start with, I'll say to me is the least um, worst one or whatever. Prolonged ejaculation. Now that means if you typically can go with your spouse for 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes before you reach ejaculation on this medication, it could make you last longer. Could make you last longer than what you typically do or typically want. So if you typically climax in 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, it may take you an hour. It may take you an hour and a half. Uh, Fun fact for me, uh, I'm going to get a little bit personal here, but I feel as if I have to get personal just so I can give you the real me. I hope it doesn't get me in trouble and I hope it doesn't get my video banned. This is not for kids, this is for adults 18 and older. Um, Me and my wife, we didn't have intercourse or sexual relations for a lengthy time, abnormally lengthy time. Me and her both caught COVID, and we were both very, very, very sick for a month, almost a month, maybe a little bit more than a month, something like that. We were sick to the point to where we actually rarely even slept in bed together. Um, and then after we started feeling better and was able to actually get back to work, we had so much stuff that we had to get caught up on, not only at work, but around our home, with our animals and everything like that, that by the time it was time to go to bed, we just didn't have it in us. So after probably maybe a month and a half, we actually had sexual relations. Unfortunately for my wife, she had her friend. It was that time of month, and she performed fellatio. Now, if you don't know what that means, I'm not going into specifics, and I'm not defining the word for you. Go to Google, type in fellatio, and it'll explain it to you. If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you're an adult and know what it means. But I noticed that took longer than normal, and especially after going so long without, you know, any type of sexual relations. I just thought it lasted way longer than what it should have. So, fast forward the very next morning, my wife's friend is now gone. She wants to get it in before we go to work, that morning quickie. And after 45 minutes, I had to give up because we ran out of time. And that gave me a red flag. Them early morning quickies, most commonly 5-10 minutes, in, out, wham, bam, thank you, man, get dressed, go to work. Like I said, after 45 minutes, I had to give up and get dressed and go to work, as did my wife. Now, prolonged ejaculation for most men might be frustrating, but I can guarantee you your spouse, your loved one, or whoever it is that you're having sexual relations with is not going to mind. None at all. Let's go to the next side effect. The next side effect could actually possibly be not being able to ejaculate at all, which I'm not experiencing that, and I hope I never do. Some of you may, and I hope none of you have to go through that. The next one is being able to achieve an erection, but not being able to keep an erection, which once again I'm not experiencing. Don't think I'll ever experience that, just simply because I have a very, very high sex drive, and I'm just somebody who can actually have sex every day, and if possible, numerous times throughout the day. Um, the next side effect is not being able to achieve an erection at all, which to me, this side effect and the next one to me is going to be the worst, because not being able to achieve an erection, not only is it traumatic for the male, but it's traumatic for the female as well, or your spouse, your loved one, whoever it is that you're having sexual relations with. It's traumatic for both parties, because not only is the man not being able to perform, but the person you're with, the person you want to satisfy sexually, is not getting sexually satisfied. So that just makes it even worse. And the next side effect is having a decreased libido so low that you just don't want to have sex at all. And that's got to be torturous as well for both parties. And thankfully, they have medications that'll help with that. Now, let's talk about the worst part about having the severe side effects that a lot of men don't want to talk about, because let's face the facts, it's fucking embarrassing. Excuse my language. But in the sex department, if you're not able to achieve an erection, keep an erection, don't have the desire to have sex, or not be able to sexually satisfy your spouse, we feel like less of a man. And all that does is create more chaos for our mental health. So it's hard to take a medication where a side effect, for me, it's hard to take a medication where a side effect could cause and bring more mental health problems. I'm just thankful that they do have medications out there that is supposed to work if that is a side effect that I happen to develop later on. Currently, I'm only on 5 milligrams of Lexapro. Actually, now I'm on 10. Today was the first day that I took 10 milligram Lexapro. I actually just took it right before I started making this video. And I just wanted to, more or less touch base on the sexual side effects thus far for myself on 5 milligrams. I did a series of videos explaining what I was going through on a daily basis for the first week of being on 5 milligrams, and I plan on doing the same thing when I'm on the 10 milligram. So each day on 10 milligram for 1 week, I'll make a video about what it is doing to me and how it is affecting me. And at the end of that week, just like this week, I will make another update video about the sexual side effects that's happening to me on 10 milligrams. Hopefully, I don't develop nothing else more than the prolonged ejaculation. As always, man, share this video. We got to get more stuff out there, you know, real testimonial stuff out there from men about mental health. Because let's face it, man, it's hard for us to even talk about our mental health because of the stigma behind it. A man talks about his mental health, it makes you appear weak or whatever. I say the hell with that. I'm talking about mine. And there ain't too many people out there in my local area I know of is going to say anything, negative towards me for because they know what comes with that. You disrespect me or you try to poke fun at me, a fight goes with that. And I think every man should be like that. We should be able to talk about our mental health without having to worry about, any type of backlash or negativity behind that. So please, man, share this video. If you yourself are going through this stuff and you just need somebody to talk to, drop a comment down there, man. I will talk with anybody. If you're just out there trying to find some resources or something like that, I'm pretty sure that there's somewhere in your local area where you can find all the resources you need. If you are a spouse looking for, videos for your husband, brother, uh, uncle, whatever, the man in your life, if you're looking for videos, show them mine. If they have questions or you have questions, leave questions down in the comments. If there's something that y'all want me to touch base on or talk about that I haven't talked about thus far, let me know. That's what I'm here for. Um, and as always, man, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate every single person that's watched my videos thus far. Um, we gotta, stick it out. We gotta fight this, man. There's too many men out there suffering and they don't know what to do, where to go, what to say, and a lot of men are taking the route that they feel is best, and that's taking their life. And it's not okay any longer for us to not be able to vent or speak about the things that we go through. And I hope and pray each and every single one of you guys that's watching this video is getting the help that you need. And I hope that you have better, brighter days ahead. Talk to y'all later.